like Bobby. No, I'm just kidding, man.
But I mean, I like him too. But you actually have a Gretsch Endorsement, which I think is a phenomenal accomplishment for a man your age. Just kidding. With
It's posthumous.
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
Yeah. Tell us all about it.
Well, my name's on their website. It's pretty nice.
I've seen it.
Anyway, let's see. The songs that I write are blah blah.
Gretsch guitars, we sell them at the store too.
Yeah, they're sold at the Music Exchange. But I mean, it's just getting endorsements. Why don't you tell us about? I mean, like the how-to.
How to? I can. I signed a non-disclosure. But no, I can tell you. You know, if you truly believe in an instrument, and you play the daylights out of it all the time, and you contact the company and talk to the artist rep and let them know that you're the guy that really cares about promoting their instrument in your area, your geographic footprint. It may add some value to their company. And I'd sold quite a few instruments, Gretches, to a lot of my students, my guitar students. But it made sense for me to play the instrument. But you know, it's funny now in retrospect. You look at everybody's website and they're all plain and orange. 6120, which was really the Chet Atkins instrument. And I hate being like everybody else. So I picked up a double cutaway White Falcon, which they didn't come out with until 1962. And preferred to be identified with that instrument. You can get all the way up to neck and it's terrific. But one thing about the Gretsch instruments, they're making, over the past 3 or 4 years, I've noticed the Japanese reissues are the best instruments they've probably ever made.
Yeah,
the tops are lighter. Since about 2007, and a variety of their artists got on their case and said you need to make the tops lighter and the bracing proper on the bridge. Scott had fixed mine. The bracing wasn't proper on the bridge.
See, I was just going to go there because your guitar plays great, and I'm sure that
Scott modified it.
Yeah, Scott's work is
Scott from Top Shelf Music on 1232 Earl Avenue.
Top Shelf, that's right. He's a preeminent vintage guy in probably the country, really, I think, in my opinion.
And known for working with...
I'll tell you what he's known for. I call him, I love Scott for this reason. I will call him up, and this is his reputation among any musician. I'll call up Scott, and he will tell me every single thing about whatever guitar I'm looking for, the screws, this, that, you know, if this isn't changed, what's normally changed. I mean, he's a wealth of knowledge.
I like him for other reasons. Dan, too.
Yeah, he's a friendly, nice guy, too.
He's a good host on tour. You go to Florida, he takes you fishing. He knows the best bait sources.
Knows where to get sushi.
You know, we're fortunate, Rich, in that we come from musical families. Dan, his whole family, they're musicians. My ancestors, they were all musicians. They had a band in the 40s, and they played hillbilly stuff, and it's genetic, you know, it passes on. You either have it or you don't, you know, I pride us on the fact that we're about the song, you know, we're not technical. I don't think we're technical. Are we technical?
Technically, no.
You know,
who does the writing for you guys? Is it a collective thing, or is it?
I've written, well, all this stuff. Dan and I co-wrote one song on this record, the Smack, Don't Be Talking Smack record, and then Pat Ballard wrote Sandman. On the first record, I think Dan and I co-wrote one, and on our Christmas record. On the new one, Dan and I co-wrote a couple, so
you do the recording. The recording's done at your place?
At my house, LaBelle Recording. You can look at my website if you want to take guitar lessons.
Yeah.
Anyway, you know, we're plugging our businesses.
Well, what is the website?
My website?
Yeah.
Bobby LaBelle at BobbyLaBelle.com.
Okay.
Last name Lebel. My studio is it's in my basement. It's simple, 24-track digital. I'm not a Pro Tools guy. It behaves like a tape deck. I'm just old school. I hang up microphones and we record and we try the stuff out. We arrange it together as a band.
And the CDs were done in your basement studio?
Yeah.
Yeah, the mastering is not done. I don't do the mastering. I don't have the ear. I get ear fatigue after 45 minutes.
They're unbelievable recordings, though. I mean, just that's great. And then Mick and I talked about this too, because we do stuff in my studio really in an unorthodox manner, and we like it better.
It works better. I mean, just hanging microphones, just like you said, hang microphones, and just get some of the room tone. And it's so important to me to have room tone and vibe, and you know, obviously we don't want to distort diaphragms and microphones here, but
You gotta take off your sunglasses so I can
You
get
know.
the room tone and vibe.
I'll tell you what, folks, Rich.
That's the
We're
nice thing
talking to
about
the
our
headers right
recordings.
now. We're going to take a small commercial break, listen to some more headers music, and we're going to come back with them. 803-1520 if you're looking to get some free tickets to Leon Russell tonight. I think the headers are going to go down with us. We're going to be there. If you mention Rich's Music Exchange or Heard It on the Axe, you get $5 off the ticket at the door. So just go down there and mention it if you don't feel like calling up, and our buddy Ross at Back to Back will hook you up. Stick around, folks.